safe is one of the biggest magnets.
So do you want me to turn around and?
No. While you guys have this conversation, let's have this conversation. We can talk about things, and then we'll get a shot afterwards, the B-roll, and then we'll.
So we shouldn't go and turn around and look at what he's talking about. We're
Not
just.
unless he's gonna let you in.
You can't go in it.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning show. Good morning, Andy.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you today?
I have to sneeze so bad right now, so
Go ahead.
I'm gonna try and hold it as long as I can throughout the show.
After another cold day yesterday, things will be improving today. Mostly sunny and high of 61, and on Thursday it could get to 80, but back to cooler temperatures for the weekend.
Let's take a look outside right now because it's foolish. Ooh, gosh, so much better than the last few days. It should get warm enough to layer up and play a little golf later.
It actually got below freezing last night. Our high yesterday, 47. Right now it's 33.
It's weird. All the lawns are beautifully green and leaves still not fully on the trees yet. It's an odd sight.
Yeah, the grass is definitely growing. People are mowing, and things are starting to look more like spring.
Thanks to Hometown Heating, Cooling, and More for helping us bring you the daily weather. Visit heatandcoolwithus.com.
Everyone in the media world very disappointed yesterday. Not us, but because of the settlement in the Fox versus Dominion lawsuit.
What was the number?
$787.5 million.
So about half of what they wanted?
Yeah, about half.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But so Dominion gets $787 million. You know what their annual sales typically are?
I have no idea.
$100 million.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So a big payday for Dominion and primarily Dominion lawyers. They were all smiles yesterday.
Yeah, I bet. I heard they're going to sue CBS next.
I noticed they did not. It didn't get coverage on Fox last night, though. Very few mentions, as it dominated all the other networks.
Yes, it did. It did.
They also face a lawsuit. There's another lawsuit, and there's more. Their legal troubles are not over.
You got to be careful what you say. Careful what you say.
Yeah.
Speaking of being left out in the cold, David's Bridal is shutting. They're shuttering. They're filing Chapter 11 bankruptcy. They did that yesterday, and that's the second time they filed bankruptcy. And they are just struggling so bad. It's Brandon and I were talking about this early. It's a generational business that, there's not just one bridal store in the world anymore where all the brides go up to the store and pick out their dress. There's so many options. So they're going to lay off, do you know how many?
No.
9,000 people by August.
Wow.
9,000. It's a privately owned company headquartered in Pennsylvania.
Now, if you have your wedding dress on order at David's Bridal right now, don't panic because the stores are going to remain open at least for a while. They have 300 stores. And I believe there's one on Eisenhower in Ann Arbor.
There is. I'm going to go up there and get a bunch of clearance dresses and sell them to, I don't know, maybe I'll open my own store here with a bunch of clearance dresses.
Well, they were so expensive. People are paying thousands and thousands of dollars for wedding dresses.
Oh, yes, I know.
Yeah.
It's a big purchase.
Do you remember what
How much?
your
My wedding dress?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't wear a dress. I wore a tuxedo.
But Stephanie's wedding dress.
It was probably $1,000.
Well,
And they didn't go to David's Bridal
no.
because that would be like going. I got to watch what I say.
Michigan State University sent out an email to students telling them that there's going to be one less week in the semester next year.
Wow.
Yeah, but they're going to raise the rates anyway, so you get less education.
Very nice.
Pay more.
Yes.
They're going to raise room and board for first-year students to $11,754. Wow.
Brandon, do you think the cost of college education has risen with the quality of higher education instructors, or do you believe there's a little bit of a gap there?
I think there's a bit of a gap.
Bit of a gap.
I believe so.
Getting out of control.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Yeah, the grad students that teach at the University of Michigan, they're on strike. They want more money. We'll
Yeah,
see what
it's barely, you know, and even a lot of those research students, it's barely money to get by. So.
Michigan State also announced that the spring break will occur 1 week earlier.
Wow.
So spring break will actually start in February next year.
Really? Wow. So I hope everyone didn't book plans or have their trip planned already. Wow, early. That's when it used to be. It used to always, college spring break was in end of February, I think.
Well, you know, spring doesn't arrive till March 20th.
Right.
So spring break
Right.
technically shouldn't occur.
Right, but you
But-
can't have it butt up to the end of the school year like that because kids just wouldn't come back.
Some spring breaks are happening right now in some parts of the country. So
Yeah, I'm
also-
getting ready to go on a spring break next week.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
right.
The Michigan legislature is considering two bills. They're companion bills, one introduced by a Democrat, one introduced by a Republican, that would allow alcohol sales at all college football and basketball and hockey games in Michigan. So this could happen as soon as
Hey,
this fall. So this is what happens.
no,
Yes.
yes, but why is it okay for it to if it can happen at any stadium, why can't it? Why can't these colleges make some money off beer sales? I think they should be able to.
Well,
That way, you won't binge drink on the way into the game.
yeah.
Did anyone see the fight at the White Sox game the other night in the stands? That thing went on for about 3 minutes before any security
Really?
came. Yeah.
No, alcohol at college football, basketball, and hockey games, I don't think it'll be a problem.
I don't think so. And here's why I think. Well, there's many reasons I think you should. So you've been to a Michigan game, right?
Yeah.
Where you get there at 6:30 and
Everyone
tailgate.
drinks till they're blind before they even go into the game.
Right. Yeah, I don't think everyone would do that if they were able to get a coldie inside. Plus, the University of Michigan would make another $10 million every game day.
Yeah, maybe they could lower the cost of education. They
Doubt
will. The bills would allow the licensing of all Michigan public universities to sell alcohol, football, basketball, and hockey games, with sales being permitted an hour before kickoff, tip-off, and puck drop, and ending when the game ends.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Woohoo, I like it. That's,
right up until the goalposts are torn down.
I think that's fine. I think that's fine. And I wouldn't assume that everyone that is on the field, rushing the field, is intoxicated. There's a lot of people that aren't, just so you know.
That's true.
There's a lot going on this week. My grandmother's turning 95,
wow.
so we've got a big celebration planned. I've got a soccer tournament out of town.
Most of the family is coming in.
I have heard from one person, Dominic, my cousin Dominic, in San Francisco. That's the only person I've heard from.
Well, I saw one of your cousins posted on Instagram, hey, I got nothing to do this weekend. Anybody got any ideas? I do. He could come to his grandmother's 95th birthday party.
Let me guess. Tommy Lundberg.
Tommy Lundberg.
Yeah, Hollywood Lundberg.
Tommy Lundberg has nothing to do this weekend. Well, Tommy, you do, if you want.
How about this, Tommy? How about this, Tommy? And anyone wants to send this to Tommy, I'll pay for your flight. Okay, no excuses now. I will pay for your flight. Ooh, did you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay, send it to Tommy.
Come on in, Tommy. You got nothing to do because Coachella ended.
Coachella has ended, Tom. Okay.
Kindergarten roundup today at Jackson Public Schools. It's Dibble today. They're
Very
doing
nice.
that.
You know who is a proud graduate of Dibble? Your daughter-in-law.
Stephanie, yeah.
That's right, yes.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, her mother just unearthed the DVD of her kindergarten graduation.
Let's take a look.
I don't have it. It's troublesome. I've seen it before. The parents, not her parents, but all the parents' clothing in this video is absurd.
Well, we'll have to.
Yeah, we'll get that.
Get a clip.
Yeah, we'll get a
Yeah.
clip of that.
How about those Tigers?
They are 7-9. How about them?
Well, they've got some W's early in the season.
Yeah.
How about your Hunter Dickinson?
He's no longer my
No.
Hunter Dickinson.
He's likely. You know where he's visiting today?
Where?
Kansas.
Oh,
According to the Athletics transfer portal rankings, he is number 1, and a lot of schools have their eye on him, and Kansas is apparently most interested.
if I was him, I would go to Kansas, Duke, or Kentucky and try and make as much money as possible. So I'm sure he will end up somewhere like that.
Yeah, and yesterday a freshman, future
Yes,
Michigan freshman,
he wanted his
decommitted.
paperwork back, and he would like to send the paperwork to another university. Okay.
You know, it's all about the money, and we're going to see 20, 30 schools that are just going to be dominating with
I agree.
With the money.
I agree. Hey, Jackson College has their stunt dog experience coming, and this is a really cool event. I know you've been there before. It's Chris Perandi's stunt dog experience, Sunday, April 23rd, 2 showings, 12 and 4. And all the dogs that participate in the show are rescues. So very, very cool and fun show. So for tickets, just visit jccmi.edu/Potter Center. And thanks to Jackson College and the Potter Center for helping us bring you today's morning show.
Did you hear about the White House intruder yesterday?
I didn't.
Yes, someone got through the fence at the
Really?
White House. Actually, he squeezed his way through the fence. A toddler earned the title of the tiniest White House intruder.
That's very
He
cute.
squeezed through the metal fencing, and Secret Service, they're responsible for security at the White House. They tased him. No, they walked across the lawn, and they picked him up, and
What if that baby wasn't really a baby?
it could have been a AI.
It could have been an AI spy.
Yeah, it could have been a robot. They briefly questioned the toddler.
Whose kid is that?
It's like, where are his parents? No, his parents stood on the other side of the fence and watched him. Oh,
Oh,
isn't that cute? He
cute,
squeezed
yeah.
into the White House.
They probably thought they'd be able to go in and get him. And
No, he could
be
have brought.
cute.
I mean, he could have been smuggling contraband or attempting to
the
get
kid could have been selling crack outside of the fence.
state secrets. What?
I said the kid could have been selling crack outside of that fence.
Could have. Yeah.
Yeah, no, sorry, Noah, that's our Dave Chappelle bit. Has
parents-
anyone ever seen a baby by themselves on the street like that?
Yesterday.
God. Oh my gosh. Hey, the Country Club of Jackson is going to show off its new renovations to the public tomorrow, 4 to 6 p.m. There'll be a ribbon cutting, appetizers, walk around tours. It's if you have not been there to check it out, check it out. All are welcome. 4 to 6 p.m. We'll be there. The chamber will be there, and the staff will be offering tours.
Will the popcorn, cheese and crackers, soup and salad bar be available?
I don't know that the soup and salad bar will be available, but I think there will be popcorn available for you.
And canapes.
I'm sorry?
Canapes.
What's that?
It's hors d'oeuvre.
Oh,
It's
really?
a walk around with a little napkin and a canape. It's hors
Oh,
d'oeuvre.
it's a name for,
It's a
that
name for
means
hors
hors
d'oeuvre.
d'oeuvre.
It means hors d'oeuvre.
Okay. Brandon, can you
Yes.
spell hors d'oeuvres real quick?
No one can.
I'll look it up.
No one can
Okay.
spell hors d'oeuvres. Speaking of the chamber, you have some chamber news, Andy.
Oh yeah, chamber news. Craig Hatch is leaving his post as chamber president for
Wow.
another position.
The chamber pandemic president.
Yeah, it's amazing. You know, Craig started like a week before the pandemic, and it's kind of technically the pandemic just ended. What an interesting tenure. Very difficult tenure.
Yeah.
So yeah, good luck to Craig, and of course, good luck to the chamber finding a great replacement for that position.
There's potentially some talent right there in the chamber right now.
Yeah, you never know.
And Craig did a great job. Congratulations.
Absolutely.
And best wishes.
Absolutely.
Do you know where he's going?
I don't know.
Huh,
No, I don't know. Today's show is also brought to you by Sonneborn Orthodontics, Jackson's most trusted name in orthodontics for over 30 years. Thanks to Sonneborn Orthodontics for helping us bring you today's show.
Windy but sunny day for high school athletes last night. They've got some games and matches to make up after rain on Monday. And I think it's time now for the Extreme Dodge High School Sports.
The Extreme
Scoreboard.
Dodge scoreboard, yeah, and it is loaded up. Girls track and field scores here. Hanover, Chelsea, Napoleon, and Addison, the winners in girls track and field. Chelsea, a very, very strong track team on the girls' side. Boys results, Hanover over Manchester, Chelsea over Jackson, Napoleon over Vandercook Lake, and Addison, and Addison over Vandercook Lake as well. It was, it wasn't that nice of a night, but the sun came out. You were outside taking pics, right?
Yeah,
Was it cold?
at first.
Yeah, at first, and then you warmed up, huh? Boys golf, Cascades Conference Jamboree. Hanover Horton won that thing by 13 strokes. Girls tennis, Lumen Christi 8, Columbia Central 0. And you went to that tennis match. Mm-hmm. How's Columbia? Columbia didn't win, did they? Where was that at?
It was the first match of the season, so
You had
you know,
one of our staff members has a tennis player,
yeah,
Dr. Molly McClure's daughter.
yes,
How'd her team do?
they won.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So the wind, you play
Oh.
tennis in the wind, it's unbelievably impossible. So for all those athletes,
Okay, here's what's coming up tonight on deck. A lot of baseball, a lot of softball, track and soccer. Just a lot going on, a lot of catch up. So the on deck's going to be busy every single day, but it should be a nice night for some spring sports. So tune in for all the results on our Extreme Dodge scoreboard later tonight on jtv.tv.
who's on today's show?
We've got a great show lined up. We're going to get things started with John Waldron and Bill Jors from Southern Michigan Bank and Trust right after this break.
Creating unforgettable memories. CascadesManor.com.
With 5 local dealers and over 300 vehicles on site, the American One Spring Car Sale is the best way to vehicle shop. Deals are happening from May 17th through the 20th at the Westwood Mall in Jackson. Now through May 31st, we are also choosing 2 people per month to each win 3 loan payments on us. See any American One branch for full promotional details or to get pre-approved today and discover why American One is home of the auto loan experts.
Are you struggling with your mental health? We can help at Michigan Psychological Care. We are here to help strengthen your relationships, your interpersonal connections, and help you find yourself. Contact us today to live the life you've always dreamed.
I know pain. The one that starts at your ankles, settling in your back, keeping you from competing. Sydney, 2000. Preparing to compete, my leg wouldn't move. My dream interrupted. The team chiropractor knew exactly what to do. I went from out of the game to in competition in 3 days. Today, I am a chiropractor, relieving the pain, enhancing performance. Go to beyondthepain.org to find a chiropractor or learn how to become one.
To perform your best, high school athletes and their families can receive a complimentary consultation by visiting DocPenn.com.
Hi, I'm Tim Horsch, founder and owner of the Loyal Handyman General Contracting. For over 25 years, our respected firm has specialized in high-end design, renovation, and new builds. From conception to completion, we handle the entire project, giving our clients the peace of mind that the renovation will be completed efficiently and beautifully. Our award-winning designs are magnificent showpieces. One-of-a-kind craftsmanship from a one-of-a-kind firm. Let us create your dreams.
The morning show is being brought to you by the Jackson County Health Department, working together to create and promote a healthy community through disease prevention and control, health education, environmental protection, and emergency preparedness. The work of the Jackson County Health Department is very important, affecting us all, and their services include immunizations, women, infant, and children's services, WIC services, and really so much more. Incredible staff doing great work keeping all of us safe and healthy in Jackson County. For questions about any services offered, call the Jackson County Health Department at 517-788-4420.
We'd now like to welcome guests from Southern Michigan Bank and Trust, John Waldron and Bill Jors. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning. Morning.
And we're going to be seeing a lot more of you guys as you are making a strong entry into this market with a physical presence, multiple physical locations. John.
Yeah, it's been a great, less than a year.
Yeah.
And we're definitely committed to the community. We get asked all the time, when will the branch open? You see the sign is up. We're not open yet, but the sign is up at the 200 for the branch, and the loan production office, we're working there. That's been renovated. Mercer and crew did a great job with the build out. We're waiting on furniture from DBI, and a month we'll have full furniture, and we'll get an open house put together. And then it'll land on Weatherwax.
Yeah.
So that'll be branch number 2, but for now we're focusing on downtown.
So with space to fill, you need people to occupy that space.
We started with 6,000 square feet and 2 people, so that was the start. But yeah, we have we've beefed up a little bit over the last couple of weeks. Matt Miller started with us a couple of weeks ago, former Flagstar credit analyst and lender. And then Dave Krieger retired for about 6 months and decided he wanted to work part-time for a while. And then Mike George will start with us Monday. So we have now a 5-person commercial lending team to go with the Brandy Titus is the mortgage lender. Mm-hmm. So pretty solid team, definitely committed to the community, and we're off and running.
Bill, names that people are familiar with in banking in the community joining you guys.
That's the business model to follow in Jackson. It would be very tough for us to bring someone in from the outside versus hiring someone that's been here all their lives. And that's what we've been doing with those 3 hires. We've got a couple more that everyone's from Jackson, as far as I know, born and raised here, and that gives you a huge head start when you're out trying to gain business like we are.
And if the name Mike George sounds familiar, it's Bill George's brother.
Mike is my older brother.
So you guys are speaking.
Oh yeah, and we're still playing golf together. We did get a little slack for playing golf together over the past year. So that's never going to stop if anyone knows us. But no, Mike was a Jacobson's employee for many years. He's a marketing manager there, and like a lot of native Jacksonians, they want to stay here.
Yeah.
And he got into banking after Jacobson's. And one thing led to another, and we ended up working together, and we're gonna be working together again soon. So it'll be good. He's a good, solid addition, and a lot of people know Mike, and he has a lot of talent he can bring to the table.
I think the community support always been important to both of you gentlemen, and no matter where you are, that doesn't waver. I know you guys have already started talking about the Gus Macker, but you guys are in the community. You guys never left the community. I just had lunch with you guys at a great event last week. Why is that? Why is that so important to you guys, the community? Obviously that's where the money comes from, but not everyone shows up.
It's our town, right? Born and raised here, and I mean, go back 30 years to now. I mean, I was walking around this morning before we came in to the studio. I mean, look at the studio, look at the town, look at everything going on. It's a great place.
Yeah, and of course, banking has been in the news a lot lately with a couple of issues. Some West Coast banks in the tech sector having some issues, and the interest rate as the Federal Reserve tries to keep inflation in check. There's a lot of movement. Where do you see things going? What's the outlook in terms of the economy, interest rates, and banking in general?
I'll defer. Bill told me 6 months ago prime would be 10%, and I said that won't happen, and here we are at 8+. So the banks are generally in good shape, especially community banks, locally community banks, credit unions, in the regionals we have here. I mean, Midwest banking is a little different than what happened a month ago,
I was gonna
2
say,
months ago.
Is it fair to compare these pop-up West Coast banks with a bunch of startup cash to regional Midwest banks?
No, I'm pretty confident in saying that your money in Jackson, Michigan is pretty safe wherever you bank.
And I still think interest rates are going up. They still have a ways to go. Unfortunately, we have a Federal Reserve trying to accomplish one thing, and we have another branch of government doing the exact opposite. So until government spending subsides, I think you'll see rates continue to climb.
How about the cost of building? Is that still a big factor with the interest rates?
It's getting better. It's getting much better than it was last fall, I would say. There was a 6-month period there where it was probably prohibitive to even think about.
Still pretty high. I mean, I was talking to Bill Benedetto of Eagle Ventures last week. I mean, you're still $260 a square foot to build a house.
I mean, that's crazy. I mean,
that's insane, but that's the cost right now.
Right. Wow.
It's just hard to believe.
Yeah, it is.
With the additions to the bank in the last few weeks, room for more. You're actually hiring right now.
We are. We are still looking for the right fit for our branch manager downtown here, and corporate wide we posted a couple treasury positions, and then the branch staff will follow. Lending wise, I think we're in pretty good shape. Maybe room for another, but the headquarters is highly committed here. Everything's been great. They've delivered everything they said they were going to deliver. You talk Jacobson's. I'll let the resident historian again talk about the atrium building and what that was when it came to town.
Formerly known as the Esther Jacobson building. Moses Jacobson opened Jacobson's in the building we're in right now. And John's alluding to the fact that we've decided to make an offer on that building. We have a purchase agreement executed, and it's being inspected as we speak to purchase that building. for future growth.
Yeah.
We've experienced the growth in Jackson before, and it's better to be ahead of the curve when opportunities come along. And renovating the 4th floor, we put some money into that and discovered the building was for sale, and so that started the discussion. And it's a great location. It's the parking lot next door adds a lot to it, with parking issues becoming more of a issue, which is good for downtown. I've always wanted parking issues for downtown. It's going to be another great investment. There'll be some signage going up soon.
Yeah, looking forward to following along and taking a look at some of the new branches, new locations as we get going. Thanks so much for being with us, and thanks so much for all you guys are doing for the community.
Thank you. Good to see you.
Bill Jors and John Waldron from Southern Michigan Bank and Trust. More of the morning show right after this quick one.
The Enchanted Forest Bar and Grill has something for everyone. They offer a large menu with a variety of meals to choose from, including many Middle Eastern options, along with the everyday favorites. Enjoy live music and dancing, pool table, huge bar and large banquet hall, perfect for your next gathering, wedding reception, graduation party, and more. And don't miss Sunday brunch, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Experience a great night out at the Enchanted Forest Bar and Grill, located at 3705 Ann Arbor Road in Jackson.
Asthma Allergy Centers can help you breathe freely. Since 1980, our board-certified specialists have provided testing and treatment for a wide variety of asthma and allergy-related conditions, including immunodeficiencies and skin problems. No referrals are necessary, and we accept any insurance or no insurance. You can even use our mobile app to check in and pay. Come see us at our Jackson office or one of our multiple offices in Southwest Michigan.
Now is Extreme's Ram Make the Switch event. Did you know you can custom order a new Ram for less than buying one, and you'll have it in 10 to 12 weeks? Also, have you seen the new Jeep lineup? Lease prices are great this month. Finally, the Extreme buying team would like to purchase your vehicle. Extreme pays top market value. It's easy, safe, and you get paid on the spot. Visit Extreme Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Jackson or online at extremedodge.com.
Oh yeah! At Avenue Auto, we'll take great care of your vehicle. Home of the 1995 oil change. We have a maintenance department right on site, staffed with some of the best mechanics in Jackson County. With close to 100 years of experience between our technicians, your car is in good hands. We'll fix it even if you didn't buy it here, and we service all makes and models. Senior citizen discounts and courtesy shuttle services are available. We are family-owned and operated for 23 years.
Collins Brothers Floor Covering has been serving the Jackson community for over 80 years. We specialize in residential and commercial projects and offer a full range of flooring materials, from carpet to luxury vinyl. With endless colors, styles, and patterns to choose from, we can complement the look of any room. Quality products at the best value and customer satisfaction are guaranteed when you choose Collins Brothers Floor Covering. Contact Collins Brothers Floor Covering and see how we can personalize your project today.
Today's show is brought to you by Professional Tree Care. If you still have some limbs that need to be taken care of from all the storms, or would like to just get those trees away from your house, give Professional Tree Care a call to get on their schedule and get your yard looking nice so your neighbors don't complain. Friday, April 21st, you are invited to the Summit to Reduce Violence. It's happening at Jackson College Central Campus at Potter Center Dining Commons, and it's happening on Friday the 21st, 7:30 a.m. registration, and the presentation will be 8:15 to 1:30, featuring guest speaker Dr. Chris Meld.
Joining us now is the superintendent of the Jackson County Intermediate School District, Kevin Oxley, and Western Schools Superintendent Mike Smida. Good morning.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Morning. How are you guys?
Good.
Doing well.
It's a super day to have superintendents.
It's very, very super. So we've got a lot to talk about. The special education renewal millage, and why is that so important?
It's really important to the local districts. Since about the mid-90s, Jackson County has supported a millage. The dollars come to us because of Proposal A. Local districts can't raise their own millage for operational purposes, so they're done on a county-wide basis. The taxes are levied by us and then distributed 100% of them back to the local districts. And this covers their non-state mandated special education costs. I should say they're mandated but not reimbursed by the state costs.
Right. And the cost for these programs through the roof. So without this funding, students and families in Jackson would struggle. This has to happen.
Absolutely. Special education kids need special services, and Jackson County has always been just fantastic in making sure that those services happen. But the local districts have to come up with a way to pay for that. And if these dollars weren't here, which they've always depended on since the mid-90s, something else has to give because those costs are still mandated.
And I want to piggyback what Kevin said. I think people get this misnomer that you look at special ed. Well, I don't have a special ed child, so why should I support this? There's a cascading effect it has to our general fund budget as well, because as Kevin pointed out, you take out Western's 1.5 reimbursement for special ed, which is required by federal law, we have to make that up on budget elsewhere. And so that can get painful, because now what are you going to do? Your programs were 88% staffing costs. So where do you start paring off $1.5 million? So that's why it's important to us. When I got to Western years ago and I found out there was a special ed enhancement millage, I was like, wow, that's amazing. That's an incredible gift to our community and to all of our schools.
If you take out all the numbers and all the legal jargon, at the end of the day, there's 4,000 families in our county that obviously directly benefit from these special services. I think if you look at it just on the surface in that way, it's great for our county. And talk about the replacement of the 2017 millage. It will not be a new tax, correct?
Correct. It's just a renewal. In fact, it has rolled back since 2017. So instead of 1.55 mils, it's 1.5408, I believe.
Yes.
Hey, that's still a decrease.
Yep.
Yeah. And it's not just, you consider the cost of educating special education students. These families, to have a child with special needs, it's already costing them a lot of money. They have so much more that they have to come up with in addition to what they're getting from the schools.
Absolutely.
The districts, every district is going to have to respond differently if you weren't providing that funding.
Absolutely. We're very grateful for the partnership with the ISD. ISD provides a lot of special ed support, most of our special ed support. So to have them as a partner the way we have them, and to have this reimbursement to offset our costs beyond what they have, that means a lot to our community.
Yeah. Let's take a look at some photos, some examples, some of the work being done across our great schools.
I've had a chance to visit Lyle Torn and Kit Young, and the dedication of those teachers and staff is unbelievable. I've had opportunities to go for Reading Month and some of the other special events. It really does. When you look at the facilities, not just at the ISD, but at Western or GPS, it takes a lot more in terms of equipment and staff to care for special education students.
And the students that you're seeing here, they are in the local districts, serviced primarily by the local districts with these dollars. And so, these students are mainstreamed into the classrooms and, really being taken care of by staffing provided by all the local districts.
Yeah, schools are doing amazing things. Last Week, Northwest opened a coffee kiosk, coffee shop operated by special ed students.
Very cool.
They took that from us. But, about 3 or 4 years ago, our MICE teachers created a program called Pour It Forward, where they do a coffee shop twice a week, and they take orders. And it's wonderful. The kids take the orders, the kids make the coffee, the kids deliver the coffee to the individual buying it. And it's really become a neat project for them, because the purpose of that program is to get these kids to a point where they can do something out in the community, work in a coffee shop, work in a counter somewhere. It's an employability skill for some of our lower kids.
Yeah, it's important skill too.
Yeah, a lot of people think the Northwest and Western have a sports rivalry. No, it's a superintendent.
I just sent Jeff an email saying that you guys were opening an IHOP on campus. So.
But I will say that happens across the county, and it's a fun, neat, competitive spirit.
Yeah.
What can we do for our students with special needs? And they make they have fun with it, but they're doing good things for kids.
Yeah. Mike, you guys are asking voters for support on a non-homestead millage as well. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah. The non-homestead millage is something that people don't know a lot about. Western passed their initial non-homestead millage in '94 for a 20-year commitment. We renewed it once in 2014. This is only the second renewal in 30 years that we've had to look at.
Wow.
But the key to the non-homestead is it only impacts any rental properties, vacation properties, businesses, industry. It does not impact your home and qualified agricultural land. So, my explanation to a group last night was, so this 18 mills is important for us to get our full funding, per pupil funding. If it doesn't pass, if it goes down, what happens to Mike Smitas taxes for my house? Nothing, doesn't change. If it passes, what happens to Mike Smitas taxes for his personal house? Nothing, it doesn't change. Now, if I had hunting land, that 18 mills is assessed on that. So it really is important to get our full foundation allowance. To our district, it's about $2.2 million. Wow. And again, that's a huge hit not to have that revenue, and you got to take it from somewhere.
And I would just add that what you're seeing is local districts have really lived within what the taxpayers have provided. You don't see increases out there. You don't see that happening. They're saying, we can live within that if we can continue to have it. And I think our local boards hold us accountable to make sure that we do that.
And it's, as you mentioned, with the Western, no increase in taxes, and same for the ISD. Yeah. There will be no increase, no new taxes. It's just a renewal.
Correct.
Yep. And there's also information available on the ISD website if people want more, and also with your millage.
Yes, if you go to wsdpanthers.org, you go to our website, there's a link to get to the ISD's informational page on the special ed millage, as well as one to get to our page on the non-homestead. And there's information out there. I had some great calls, talked to some folks, responded to some emails. There's a FAQ on our page. So we want people to understand that this is an important millage just to continue doing what we've been doing.
Interestingly, Mike Smida has Kevin Oxley's old job at Western, right?
Well, no, I was the high school principal.
Oh, principal.
Yes. So great times at Western. Yes. I was at Northwest too. I can say our school, all of our school districts do a fantastic job, and I think I speak for all the superintendents when I say, just what a blessing it is to be in Jackson County, where they support special needs kids and all kids in the manner they do.
Yeah, and all the districts work really well together. The superintendents, you guys meet all the time. That's I think really neat.
Yeah, very unique.
And what's really nice is Mike Smite is a season ticket holder now for the Green Bay Packers, and he said I can have his tickets anytime I want.
We have actually.
I don't know if my daughter and son agreed to that.
We have a part owner of the Packers in our building.
Oh, so, excellent!
We'll maybe meet him after we go to break.
Well, I'd like to. What you said, Bart, is we have 12 local school districts. And Kevin's not our boss, but Kevin does a great job of herding the cats, and we have a good competitive spirit, but we work extremely well together too.
Maybe you can put your heads together and find a new quarterback for Green Bay.
Well, we need that. Yes.
Kevin Oxley and Mike Smida with us on the morning show. We continue right after this.
Express Marts are conveniently located throughout South Central Michigan with convenient hours of operation. We pride ourselves on our fast and friendly service to get you going on your way. We're here when you need us. Full service and fully stocked stores, fresh hot premium coffee, and cappuccino. All Kelly Express Marts are staffed with friendly, knowledgeable people committed to providing the highest level of service. Kelly Express Mart.
The Pick Center is an independent practice that has provided care to the Jackson area for over 25 years. Doctors O'Neill and Cack supervise antibiotic infusions, as well as those for many other conditions, such as inflammatory bowel, joint, and lung disease, anemia, and multiple sclerosis. Our modern facility is open 7 days a week, and the infusion staff will make you feel right at home. Let your doctor know you have a choice where you receive your next infusion. Remember, when you've picked us, you've picked the best.
You need a plumber? From leak repairs to new construction. Grimes Plumbing Company, licensed and insured, proudly serves the Jackson area with fast, reliable service. No hot water, drains clogged? Call Grimes Plumbing today, proudly serving Jackson County.
With over 16,000 completed Sonneborn smiles, Dr. Sonneborn is the most experienced orthodontist in the region. We strive to make each and every visit as pleasant as possible, working towards your dream smile. We take pride in our training, and the care we provide is second to none. Visit our welcoming staff and atmosphere, where we focus not only on teeth, but faces and smiles too. Visit us today at 1415 West Argyle Street in Jackson, or our second location in Battle Creek.
I've got a couple entertainment options for you, and maybe for you as well. Thursday, remember movie night at the Michigan Theater, Interstellar. That's Thursday, doors 6, film at 7. And on Monday, Star Trek, The Wrath of Khan.
Science fiction month.
Yeah, have you seen that? Also, Saturday, April 22nd, Tecumseh Center for the Arts has an opportunity for you to experience the excitement of a live performance from Broadway-like shows to comedy, music, magic, and more. Fan favorites Drew and Kin return on April 22nd. Visit thetca.org for tickets.
A lot of great shows still left on the calendar. Joining us now from First United Methodist Church, Melinda Long.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Pleasure to be back with you, gentlemen.
Yeah, you're back with us because you've got a few things coming up.
Lots of things happening at the church, yes, indeed. So the first one that we want to highlight today is our biannual rummage sale. We have one in April, and we also have one in October. So people are cleaning things and wanting to purge their storage areas. So we encourage them to bring them down to the church. And our sale this year is on Thursday, April 27th. And it runs from 9 in the morning until 4 p.m. And there are all kinds of treasures.
I was going to say, what type of treasures have you found over the years?
Oh, I've found many treasures.
Yeah.
Toys for the kids, things for the grandkids, some houseware items.
Yeah.
I've picked up a few nice pieces of clothing. surprising what people will relinquish when they're when they're done wearing them.
Yeah,
but,
exactly.
Sometimes some name brand stuff.
Yeah.
And got a beautiful pullover sweater for my husband one time. It was a what's the alligator that was on the sweaters? I don't even remember.
Oh
the
yeah,
brand
Lacoste.
name.
Do you remember that?
Lacoste.
Lacoste. Yeah,
So-
very nice.
Did you
But
put
yeah.
it in a Jacobson's box and try to?
That's what I would have done. I would have
No.
put tissue paper, made a new tag and all that. So good stuff, fun stuff.
Good stuff. We have housewares and jewelry, children's toys. There are lots and lots of books. A great book selection. If you're a reader or a home DIYer, there's lots of how-to books that come in, and we can share that. Seasonal decorations.
Are you still collecting, Rummage?
We are collecting.
Here, take that tie off. Put it in there.
No, it's like you got a whole bunch. Andy has clothes in their closets with the tags still on them.
Oh, well, we love that.
Oh.
Yeah, absolutely.
Me too, because I give it away as gifts.
One of the other side things that I do, I collect clothing from the rummage sale for the Jackson College Jacket for Jets.
Oh, nice.
So if there are professional looking clothing items, shirts and slacks for
nice.
either men or women, I connect with, I believe her name is Amanda at the college, and they have a closet for the students that are soon to be having a job interview or a first-time job, and they need professional clothing. Because you
that's very
start
nice.
a job and you don't have good
Well,
clothes
who
to
wants
get
to start
started.
a job and go spend $250, $300? You'd probably spend more. But on a
Exactly.
suit and then.
Exactly. So the rummage sale is a great place to come and pick up that kind of thing. We also have bedding, blankets, sewing notions, dishes and glassware, costumes for kids. There's usually a good variety of costumes that come in, and they need new ones each year,
Oh, yeah.
so you want to keep that in mind.
You've also got a concert, and this sounds like there's going to be dancing.
Well, first, before we leave the rummage sale, I want to say that the proceeds from this sale go to missions, and that money is kept here locally as well as going overseas.
That's wonderful.
So that's our purpose. That's the reason we have this. It's one of our main fundraisers of the year, is to provide for others, and that's what we like to share for the community. It's a way to help people in Jackson to get things for themselves, but the proceeds then go to our mission projects. So
that's next Thursday, and you'll take donations for the sale on Thursday until?
Well, until Wednesday afternoon.
Oh, okay,
We
great.
will be sorting and organizing Wednesday afternoon.
And Bart's going to help you come
I'm
sort
gonna bring some
organize.
stuff down.
right.
All
Yeah.
right,
I love it.
let's get to the concert. We don't have a whole lot of time left in the show. We've got to talk about this thing.
Yes,
but back
we
to
do.
my original statement, I think there's going to be dancing.
Well, there's definitely going to be some toe tapping, if not dancing, and there might be some dancing
Toe
in the aisles.
tapping in my
Toe
family
tapping.
is dancing.
Oh, okay. Clapping, fist pumps,
Yeah.
that kind of thing. But we're going to have our second annual Spiritually Gospel concert. And it will be in our sanctuary on May 7th at 3 o'clock. Our chancel choir, which we have 40 members registered in the chancel choir, and we are extremely proud of that. The COVID definitely changed things in our church environment, but we want the community to know that we are back and we are ready to perform, and we want you to come and enjoy the music. There is no cost. We also will share that the Jackson French Quarter Dixieland Band will be stepping in on a couple of tunes. And I know that the community is aware of our performing, and I will be singing with that group as well.
Nice.
So please join us. It's wonderful music. It's a free concert on a Sunday afternoon. Last year our numbers were really, really it was very well attended.
Good.
And we're hoping to repeat that this year, so.
Yeah, I've heard you sing with the French Quarter Band. It's awesome. It makes a big difference to have some vocals with that type group.
Right. Well, thank you.
May 7th, 3 o'clock, and it's free.
You betcha.
Like it.
Can't beat the price.
No, you cannot.
Double your money back if you're not happy.
And bring your friends.
Yes.
The sanctuary will seat at least 1,000 people.
Okay,
So
friends
we're
are free
hoping to
too.
fill every pew.
That would be awesome.
Well, we appreciate all that First United Methodist Church does in our community. Thanks for the offerings you brought us today.
You're very welcome.
you.
My pleasure.
Linda Long from First United Methodist Church. We'll
Thank
wrap
you.
up the morning show right after this.
Center for Family Health is proud to announce that all 4 of our school health center locations have reopened and are accepting new patients. We recognize the importance of making sure kids have access to medical and mental health care. When their basic needs are met, kids are better prepared to focus on learning and be present in school. Families thrive when everyone has access to quality health care, so patients of all ages are welcome. Parkside, Northeast, Jackson High, and Northwest Health Centers provide primary medical care and mental health services in convenient locations throughout the community. Call us today to make your appointment or for more information. Center for Family Health, opening the door to health care for all.
You protect your family. Are you protecting your home? Siding is the outer layer protecting your home from the elements. Take a close look at your siding. Is it warping, chipping, or fading? This could mean it's time to replace your siding. Trust your home to the Maze experts for siding protection.
Hi, this is Superintendent Steve Dorr, inviting you to be a part of the East Jackson family. At East Jackson, we're leading the way in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. We offer one of the area's best robotics teams, as well as a diverse array of arts and music programs. At the high school level, we're excited to launch the Jackson County Early College. New classroom technology helps our curriculum come alive, and our staff ensures a safe and welcoming environment for your child. Great things are happening at East Jackson Community Schools. To learn more, visit our website, eastjacksonschools.org.
Within the folds of your life, you find the passion and drive to keep pushing forward. Growth comes from continually moving ahead in every stage of life. Count on County National Bank to help with seamless financial solutions. We can act quickly and accommodate your needs, whatever life brings your way. Our local bankers understand our community and your goals.
Let's work together.
Learn more about our personalized banking services at cnbb.bank. Member FDIC.
Good Lord. Welcome back. How are
Welcome
you?
back. Welcome back.
You know what? I am going golfing today. I thought I'd tell you that.
Okay.
I'm golfing. Golfing. What do you got? What do you have going on?
Well, I'm not sure. Oh, I have to take. I have some things to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I can golf.
I'm looking ahead to summer vacation season, and here's something that you might be interested in. Going on a camping adventure, and Bush's Baked Beans is actually going to pay for it if you win. You could go in a Bush's Baked Beans camper. Yes, it's a one-of-a-kind adventure from
Roll
Bush's
the
Beans.
beautiful bean footage on the wall.
Yes, let's roll that beautiful bean footage. So the camper trailer is shaped like its famous cans.
That's gorgeous.
And it's a camper, so you can go camping, get it? And it's fully stocked with all the beans you'd ever want to eat, and it comes with a chef who will cook for you.
Wow.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and every meal has, you guessed it, beans.
Wow. Pull up that interior again. Can you, gosh, imagine the lucky guy and gal that get to sleep in the bean bed and have all those beans. And then what is the beautiful...
I hope that's well ventilated.
Roll that beautiful bean footage, Brandon. I like, I don't know if I like baked beans. I like them with the bacon in it. I think they call them cowboy beans. It's true. Oh, my goodness.
Camping and beans, they go hand in hand.
Join us tomorrow morning on the morning show. Jonathan Marawelli from JPEC will be here along with student Joshua Lee. We'll also have Matt Aubin from the JSO, and Doug Warren will be here from Ducks and Homesteady. And of course, Ducks sponsors our Scholar Athlete of the Week. So great show lined up tomorrow morning.
Later today, hope you can come back at 1 as we will have JPS Superintendent Jeff Beal, Dr. Ravi Polasani from the Asthma Allergy Centers, Sherry Good and Jody Petrosky from Jackson School of the Arts, from Sandhill Crane, Dylan Sote and Jenna Kulowick, and Selena Taylor with the Southside Series preview of what they've got coming up. That's all later today. Hope to see you then.